All right, what's up, people? Dundas here. Okay, so what I'm doing tonight is essentially I was doing as many weighted pull-ups as possible without taking the vest off. Is pretty much what I was doing. Had 30 kilograms on my, on my torso, 20 on my back and 10 on the front. I'll straight up admit that having the weights directly, to your torso is a lot harder than just having it purely hanging off your feet or even hanging off your hips. Just the weight distribution of the plates themselves just makes a massive difference, especially when I'm just standing there as well. I do feel it quite a lot, and the fact that the weight's constantly there, whereas if it's dumbbells hanging off my feet, then I'll let it go between sets. If it's on my hips, I can just squat down and the weight's relieved essentially. What I noticed though was the 20 on my back, it felt like it wasn't flush to my back, so it was kind of moving around, didn't feel as stable as I'd like it to have. You notice, I don't know if you saw just before, I was grabbing at the back of it trying to tighten it because it felt like it was loose. It felt like it was dangling around. When I took the vest off itself, it wasn't dangling around. It just didn't feel right. So felt really good. What I did notice, I'll tell you actually later. But yeah, the first rep was okay, and subsequent after that was it was difficult. I didn't feel as though I could go full range with my arms. So they were, they're only 90% or even 80% reps. I got my chin right over the bar, so I guess that counts as a rep, doesn't it? And dead hanging with the weight, obviously it's significantly harder. I noticed that I don't have to use my core as much when the weight vest is on versus when I'm dangling the weights on my feet. I noticed that I have to try a little bit harder in terms of my core activation and stuff like that. So in a way, utilizing the dumbbells on my feet is pretty good, I think anyways. What else do I want to say? Actually, right now I'm actually sitting on my car. I just finished doing my workout, and I just want to do my voiceover before I leave, and then sort of get it ready to upload before I go to bed, kind of thing. So I might just turn my engine on anyway, so I can put my windows up and turn some air conditioner on, just to have some luxury in here. Yeah, that's all. So what did I do here? There's a few guys there who I was trying to avoid not sort of filming as well, because I think they were a bit cautious with me filming and stuff like that, but I tried to not get them into the picture, so that's kind of cool. Trying to be nice, and they're doing the right thing, and they're actually really good trying to not get into the picture frame, into the frame of the video itself. So yeah, a lot of hanging around actually with myself tonight. I've been on coal. I forgot to tell you guys. So I mentioned in my little short yesterday in the title itself that I have been on coal since just yesterday. So when I'm on call, essentially I'll get a phone call anytime in the middle of the night, and they'll ask for my help essentially. The thing about that is when you go to sleep, you're sleeping but you're not sleeping. You're kind of like, I can't put myself into a deep sleep because I go on deep sleep. I may not wake up to my phone calls, and I'm getting paid to wake up to phone calls essentially. So yeah, that's one thing which sucks about being on call. Otherwise, really good experience, and learning lots, and learning that I don't know a lot as well. You'll see how I'm pulling on the plate, pulling it forward. It's actually because it feels like the back is too heavy, and it's kind of pulling up and into my chin sort of thing, and really uncomfortable. As soon as I pull pressure downwards, it's actually quite comfortable, minus the discomfort over my traps. Essentially, by the end of this, it felt as though I just did a shitload of trap contractions, like shrugs, what are they called? Dumbbell shrugs, barbell shrugs. It just felt tight and fatigued as anything. So I don't know, I reckon putting a weight vest on will help develop your trap muscles, your upper traps anyways. I don't know about your mid-lower traps, but definitely your upper traps will develop from wearing a weighted vest, because you're constantly fighting the tension to allow your shoulders to shrug down, so you're kind of in a half contracted position already. So yeah, good way to develop your trap muscles if anyone wants to develop their trap muscles without directly doing shrugs. Alright, I actually just, after this last little rep, I kind of finish off here and I take the vest off and chill out for a little, literally chill out for about 2 minutes while I'm locating where I'm going to put my phone camera next. So I decided, someone mentioned about doing muscle ups in when I go to the gym, so I decided to do a couple of muscle ups. I was hanging here for a little while because I didn't have confidence in doing a muscle up. I was freaking out actually. I thought I was going to stuff it up, but I was able to do my muscle ups, and the first one felt pretty good. The second one I was like, oh, that feels alright. And then I was a little bit happy after I got my muscle ups there. So it's a good feeling when you can still do a muscle up, especially if you haven't done a muscle up for quite some time. They weren't the cleanest muscle ups, but to be honest, if I concentrated, I probably could have done them a lot cleaner. I brought my knees up a little bit during these 2 muscle ups, only because I didn't feel confident with the muscle ups themselves. So yeah, I actually utilized the magnet on top of on the back of my phone for the gimbal onto the power rack itself, and that's kind of cool little effect there as well. Doesn't look like I'm doing full range of motion here, but I definitely am. My arms are gone completely straight. The only thing I guess is I'm not letting my shoulders go into rest like that, and yeah. But anyways, thought I'd mix things up as well, throw in some bar to toes, toe to bars between some pull-ups. Those pull-ups look really horrendous. I really don't like the look of those. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, yeah, it looks silly. I don't know if it's just the angle. I reckon I'm going with the angle, the camera angle. The camera angle makes it look horrendous. It's not me, it's you, kind of thing. Anyways, fun fact. All right, here we go. So I've been a course tester on Australian Ninja Warrior in the past. So they essentially gave me money to play and test out the Ninja Warrior course. What they wanted from me essentially was to make sure it was achievable. They wanted all sort of levels of fitness and qualities and stuff like that for people, to make sure, the heats were not too hard but hard enough. If the semi-finals was challenging enough for the contestants. They wanted my thoughts, my recommendations, just purely my opinion. Was it hard enough? Was it too easy? Did they need to make it harder? And that was cool. That was an amazing experience which I'll never give up ever. So cool. Peace, guys.